First off, just give a lot of credit to Morehouse. I mean, obviously, Coach Brewer has been there 20 years. You don't stay at a place for 20 years without being very successful, and he's done a great job at. Obviously, at Morehouse, has won a lot of games. So, and he's not only that, not only is he a really good coach, he's a really good guy too. So, it was really good for the community, I thought, today to have both teams play today, and I thought it was good for both programs. What I was most proud of us, and what I told our guys to be able to, where we're trying to get to, is to be a championship level program. I said, in order for us to do that, it's never about the opponent; it's got to be about us. And us about playing the right way and giving great energy and competing. And I was really proud of the way we moved the ball. I mean, we weren't real structured on some things offensively today, but guys really played the right way as in terms of, for the most part, the open man was the go-to man. We had 30 made field goals, 24 of them are assisted, and we really kept sharing the ball, so I was proud of that. We did a nice job on the glass. Jordan's last 2 games have had 12 assists and 3 turnovers, and Evan Cole had 10 boards today, and so it continued to give us good momentum, and we got to be ready to go Saturday at Notre Dame, and we're getting better, and we just got to keep staying the course, and we're off tomorrow. We'll get back practicing on Thursday. Yeah, well, the 2 reasons, we had an opportunity because with Jordan being eligible at mid-year, we wanted to, I knew, try to get that extra game in after he became eligible. Plus, we had 2 buys this year, so instead of taking 2 buys, one of the buys we could play someone, and we weren't able to find a power 5, and so if we weren't going to be able to get one of those, especially this late in the year because everyone's in league play, we felt it was best to play within, help another program locally and make it a community event, and that's why it was good for both us and Morehouse, and it was a real positive experience for Coach Brewer and his group, and same thing with our group, and so and obviously both Morehouse and Georgia Tech are connected in the city, through many ways, and so it was a good evening for both institutes, universities. Yeah, Coach Brewer asked me that too, but those decisions are strictly made to Mr. Stansberry and Marvin Lewis back there for the administration. So that's on their call. They're the bosses, so if they tell me to do something, I'm going to do what they tell me to do. I really believe in chain of command. So, and anyone that's been around me knows that. So I'm always going to follow what the bosses tell me to do. Yeah, no, I mean, the best thing for this game, I was proud that we kept, it's easy to get in a game like this and you can start playing selfish. We had a segment or two, a couple possessions but it's very easy. The scorers, you got a lead and you can just start, trying to get your own shot or points. I was proud of our guys that we kept continuing to find the open man. We shared the ball. We made the one more pass. So that was a positive. But look, I mean, we would have, if we didn't play today, we would have practiced, and I thought this was better for us than a practice, and we are getting better, so it gives us good momentum going into our last 10 games of ACC regular season play, and it starts with Notre Dame on Saturday. And as you guys see, I mean, Virginia beats Florida State today. I think Clemson beat Syracuse. I think Miami's up on Virginia Tech still. I don't know if they still are or not, but I mean this league is just, I mean it's just gelled together. And anybody can beat anyone, and it's going to be a fun stretch on this home stretch.
How would you grade your performances of all the players on the bench?
I thought everyone played well, and it was good to get them some good time. For some of those guys haven't got a lot of time and be able to play and get up and down, and we have some good film that we can work on, especially for those guys who maybe haven't got the time in some of the previous games. So we'll go from there with that. And Michael DeVoe will just so we answer that, just it's day by day, and we'll just keep, his status for Notre Dame is still day by day, and we'll just keep taking it at that. Yeah, my sister had actually texted me the TMZ report on Sunday. I was actually watching a basketball game plus watching film, and I looked at it and I was like, no way. And I put on some other like news channels, but nothing was being reported. And I'm on a group chat with our players and our staff and everybody, and I actually forwarded that report to the guy. Say, hey, look, I don't know if this is true, because I knew, but I says, but I just want to make you guys aware, because our guys all love Kobe Bryant, and then obviously then a few minutes later it popped on the television. Someone had reported that unfortunately it died, and all the guys, on their text chain was just no way, wow, just they couldn't believe it, and I've met him just because through basketball, but Luke Walton, who I coached at the University of Arizona as an assistant, and then he worked for me when I was at Memphis, and he would always talk about how much he loved Kobe, and the stories about him. He would say when people talked about his work ethic, Luke would say just that anything you hear about him, it's just times 10. Like, he's just insane with his effort and work ethic, and he was only driven by winning and competitive, just being the best. He wasn't driven by, money or the fame or anything like that. He was just so driven. And you see all these stories that have come out since the tragic incident on Sunday, just how hard he played. And I probably have underestimated just the impact he's made worldwide, and just a tragic deal. And then obviously you had the 8 other people had passed away. It was just when we were in Hawaii, I said this to the media yesterday, when we were in Hawaii and we were in Diamond Head, and we left, and we had a bunch of us went to Diamond Head and everything. The one of the helicopters there had crashed on a tour, and 9 people died in it. And so, it's just you just never know, And we were at Diamond Head, and we had just done the tour. We didn't do it in the helicopter, but we were right there. So you just things you just never know, and that's why I always talk about EPIP. Every possession's precious. It really is ESIP. Every second is precious. When you like that. So, yeah, it's obviously it was an awful day Sunday, and then I addressed it to the team yesterday when I talked to the team, and just talking about we talked about Kobe, and then we actually showed some highlights in our film session last night of Kobe and just how hard he plays and stuff like that. But all the guys love Kobe, and he's kind of that bridge between Jordan and LeBron, and just real tragic on Sunday. Yeah, no, I would like to be lower, Ken, but some of those were some for I thought Jose had a couple, but there was we had a couple there late, but I thought for maybe the guys who were more in the rotation, I thought we did a better job taking care of the ball, but you want to get to single digits. That's what's the objective. But we've had back-to-back games at 13, so we just got to keep making the right steps, and we need to get to 10 or 9 or less. That's what we need to get to. Well, here's what I would tell you on Jordan. From where he was in that Ball State game and those first couple games in Hawaii, he was wild and he was rusty. He has gotten better, and he's improved. You know what he's improved on? He's improved on as a basketball player, and he's learning how to play the right way, and he's making really good decisions, and he's playing unselfish, and he's a sponge right now, and anything you tell him, he's picking up. And I'm really proud of him both on and off the court. He's made a lot of strides, and everyone's here seen him in those first few games when he was here. He was just, he wasn't a good basketball player. He was an athlete, but now he's becoming a good basketball player. And if he can continue that trajectory, as with his athleticism and motor, he's got a chance to be really good.